What's up, my fellow demigods, and welcome back. It is Wednesday, so it is that time once again. It is time for us to talk Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2. This week we are, of course, reviewing Percy Jackson Season 2, Episode 6, the most spoiler-filled title ever. Nobody gets the fleece. I mean, I understand, it's a chapter title, I get it, but like, huge spoiler. Like, if you just open Disney Plus to click the episode, you already know. Well, shit, nobody gets the fleece. Well, I guess I don't need to watch the episode. Regardless, it was a great episode. I just kind of think it's funny that, like, the title is kind of a spoiler, but also kind of a lie. We'll talk about that as we go on. And before we get fully started, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting these videos. These videos have been doing really well on the channel, and we've been getting a lot of support. I even got one of my first comments on these Percy Jackson videos recently, and I really appreciate it. I love engaging with you guys and talking more about the show with you. Definitely, let's keep that going. I love getting to talk to people about it and, you know, hearing what people thought about the episodes and all. So definitely, you know, keep those comments coming, keep those likes coming. We appreciate it immensely. So, as per usual, this review will contain spoilers, so if you have not seen Percy Jackson Season 2, Episode 6, definitely go boot up your Disney Plus and check that out yourself before watching this video, because there will be spoilers ahead. You have been warned. Okay, so this episode mainly deals with Percy and Annabeth going up against Polyphemus, and it was really well handled. I talked about it a little bit towards the end of my last review, but I like the swerve that Polyphemus is actually not just the same kind of dumb brute that he was in the books, and of course in the classic portrayal in the Odyssey as well. He's a lot more cunning. He uses his, you know, voice manipulation a lot more. He sets a trap for the demigods. I think it's really cool, and it makes him a much more menacing threat than he was before. The other thing about this episode that I absolutely love, that is a huge positive, that, you know, really kind of fixes one of the issues that I had with the first season of Percy Jackson. They're definitely kind of addressing it and, you know, fixing this problem, is they finally let Leah Jeffries really lean into it and play Annabeth how Annabeth, you know, is in the books, right? Leah Jeffries, I want to say her name is Leah Jeffries, and if I'm saying her name wrong, the Annabeth's actress, she does an amazing job of not only showing Annabeth's bravery and kind of backbone and sass, but also her cleverness using the invisibility cap and just talking all kind of smack to Odysseus, or not to Odysseus, I said Odysseus, I meant Polyphemus, but like hitting the Odysseus button and like just being like, you know, you remember nobody? Remember him? Yeah, how did it feel with Odysseus, you know, Odysseus getting the last laugh on you, huh? Losing your one eye. Doesn't feel good, does it, big guy? Well, guess what? We're gonna outsmart you again, and it's so good. What a great performance from Leah Jeffries, actress, or Leah Jeffries, Annabeth's actress. I don't know why I keep saying it like that. She absolutely killed that scene, and I thought it was really well done. Tyson's back. We got to see our boy Tyson again, which was awesome. You know, I don't think anybody really believed that Tyson died in the boat explosion, but, you know, for anyone who's show only and maybe thought that Tyson was actually dead, you know, there you go. Our boy lives, and it's great. We got to see him have his hero moment, really live up to the mantra that Sally kind of taught him, that we hear in the first episode of the season. The, you know, heroes are people who stand up for others. I really love that. You get to really see kind of Tyson, like, get that big moment. And the scene between Percy and Tyson, where like Tyson tries to apologize for not trying to save Annabeth and going after Luke, and Percy just gives him a big hug and is just so happy to see him, and just the relief and happiness on Percy's face, and him just like, I thought I'd never see you again. So sweet. I absolutely loved it. What a great moment. They are bros now. They were always bros, but they are officially brothers. And the moment where Tyson acknowledges Percy, and Polyphemus tries to call him little brother, and he goes, "You're not my brother. My brother's in there." And I was like, damn right, Tyson. Go save your big brother, Percy. Love that. I love that. That was such a badass moment for our boy Tyson. We stand Tyson in this house. Tyson is a valued crew member on my ship, that's for sure. Love that boy, and he is great. What a good moment for him. Now, we do see Luke in this episode, and Luke, he tries to give Annabeth some advice, and he does seem genuinely concerned. However, I'm torn. Because I don't know. I would like to know the opinion of people who have only seen the show. But as someone who's read the books, I feel like they're trying too hard to, like, make it seem like Luke is conflicted. Like, now don't get me wrong, he is conflicted, and that is a big struggle for his character, and I do appreciate them showing this more, because it feels like it comes out of nowhere in the books a little bit. Like, it's not that it's forced, it just feels kind of rushed. And I do appreciate that we get to see, like, kind of just him not being 100% on it, or more so being like, well, I made the decision, there's no turning back now. And I like that part, right? And I especially like the panic on his face when he sees that Annabeth is hurt. And he's like, well, I can't do it. I seriously can't do it. I don't know. Like, on the one hand, I think it is important to show that Luke isn't 100% there. Like there is a chance for him, but at the same time, I feel like they could have saved this a little bit more. But obviously, we saw the Annabeth flashback, and we know how much Annabeth means to Luke as a friend, and how much, she is important to him within, like, his formative years and stuff like that. So I get it. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on Luke and his conflicted nature. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm really curious to see how people feel about Luke, show Luke in particular. And also, pay attention to that knife. He does take Annabeth's knife. That is super important later. But yeah, I don't know. Again, not entirely sure about it, but I would love to hear more people's thoughts. I do like Clarice in this episode a lot, and I like her being the pragmatic one, and her being like, no, if Luke gets the fleece, Camp is screwed. Annabeth would understand. Annabeth, like me, has nowhere else to go. Camp is her home too. She would not let us risk our home and the home of so many other people just for her. But Percy's fatal flaw, his loyalty to his friends, I think having that come into play, and it's such a Percy move of Percy just being brash and reckless and being like, you know what? No, fuck it. Annabeth is dying. Annabeth needs to be saved. I don't care. We're doing it. That was 100% a Percy move, and once again, really appreciate like Walker delivering on really good in character Percy moments. A lot of Percy's personality gets to shine through in this season, and I've really appreciated it. Like I said, Annabeth had a great moment in this episode when she was dealing with and distracting Polyphemus. Excuse my dog in the background. I have no idea why he's going crazy, if you can hear it, but he's going crazy right now. Yeah, overall, I think the action was really good. We also got to see the hippocampi, which I thought was awesome. We did hear Tyson talk about Rainbow in the previous episode, but I wasn't sure if we were actually going to see the hippocampi because they used the hippocampi in the books to get to the Princess Andromeda, right? But in the show, Hermes just gave them a raft. So I was like, maybe they're not using the hippocampi in the show to save on CGI budget. And I mean, we didn't even really get to see the hippocampi up close, so I guess they were still kind of saving on CGI budget. But we do actually get to see the hippocampi, and like, you know, Tyson has a nice little moment like, guys, meet Rainbow. I've got to wait for her to get us off this place. So cool. Once again, Tyson, the MVP. I think he really, you know, got great moments in this episode. I also really enjoyed like Grover having a nice bonding moment with Tyson, and him also not kind of, Grover also in the books kind of has a apprehension about Tyson because of, you know, Grover, Annabeth, Luke, and Thalia's experience with Cyclopes on their journey to Camp Half-Blood. That wasn't really shown in the flashback on the show, right? We don't actually see that they had to deal with Cyclops on the way there, and that's why Annabeth was so mean to Tyson and apprehensive. But that is why. I don't know why they didn't show it. I guess maybe they just didn't have enough CGI budget for another Cyclops. They had all the Cyclops budget was saved for Tyson, I guess. But regardless, I think this was a really solid episode. Did a really good job of building up off of the fatal flaws that were established in last week's episode on Cece's Island Resort. So I think this season is really coming together well, cohesively, and I've enjoyed the story a lot so far. But let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed the video, and a comment letting me know what you thought about the episode overall. I'm especially curious if you have any thoughts about Luke and his, you know, conflicted nature. Do you think, you know, show Luke is definitely like softer and more believable as a kind of conflicted anti-hero type? Because that's definitely what they're trying to sell him as, and in the book he was just like a fallen hero turned villain. And then, of course, spoilers for the books, stuff happens, and you know, he has a moment in the final book. Won't say too much just in case for show only people, but you know, if you know, you know. But yeah, let me know all your thoughts, especially regarding Luke, in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave the video a like if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any further content on this channel. We will do a big podcast episode with my two other co-hosts talking about the season overall when it wraps up. And of course, I will continue my weekly coverage of Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2 every Wednesday. So if you enjoy these reviews and you don't want to miss them, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Also, be sure to participate in the hype feature if you're watching this video within its first week of release. What the hype feature is you just kind of swipe on the comment section, click hype, and that actually really helps to push our video into the algorithm and get it out there so more people can see it, more eyeballs get on this video, so that, you know, more people can hear me yap and, you know, gush about this awesome show, and I get to connect with more, you know, Half-Bloods and Percy Jackson fans. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys once again for the support, and I hope you enjoyed this review and episode. Until next time, I'll catch you next week for another review, Half-Bloods. Peace.